High school news, story from our friends at the Corpus Christi Caller Times. Len Hayward has a story about Corpus Christi Calallen and they're starting their practices for the 2016 season. Calallen, a squad that we've talked about a bit. A lot of intrigue around Calallen this year. Not only because we think they're going to be a pretty good team. In fact, we have them playing in a state championship game, which is why Coach Phil
Danaher wasn't super thrilled with us.
Not happy with us when we saw him at THSCA coaching convention. But the other thing about it is that Coach Danaher is, I believe, 8 wins away from tying and 9 wins away from breaking the all-time wins record in Texas high school football coaching. And you take a look at, actually, I could probably pull up their schedule.
Yeah, can we talk a little bit about Calallen and why we are so high on them?
Sure.
I think there's a lot of confusion about that because if you kind of look at the historic record, I guess the last 10, 15 years, but how they performed in the playoffs and sort of the buzzsaws they've run into and what the issue is, right? Region 4 has been notoriously tough for the Coastal Bend teams to get through because of the rise of the Central Texas teams, the Steels, the Lake Travises, the Cedar Parks.
Sure.
But if you look at what realignment has done to Region 4 and specifically what Calallen would be up against, all of a sudden, these big monsters that have been in their way, not really in the way anymore. And that's a big reason why we're so bullish on their chances this year.
Well, we love the crew they've got coming back. We love the fact that they're well coached. We love the fact that they feel like they've got a target on their back, or they feel like they've got the team to compete. But beyond that, I just think that right now, Region 4 has opened up a little bit for them. And I think that, in a certain extent, Region 3 has opened up for them in a semifinal. He is 9 wins away, and I will tell you, taking a look at their schedule, just a quick glance, they're going to be favored in probably every one of their games. The ones that will give you pause, they play San Antonio Johnson in non-district. They're probably going to. I think they're going to be favored, especially at home against them. And then their big district matchup is probably at Gregory Portland. Which would come in week 7. But Phil Danaher needs 9 wins to become the all-time winningest coach in Texas high school football history. If you want to project that out, that means that if they go undefeated, he would break it week 9 at Alice. Okay.
To be fair, good to get it out of the way before the playoff run.
Absolutely. Yeah. If they do drop a game, let's say they lose to San Antonio Johnson, then almost certainly they'll be heavy favorites over Corpus Christi Miller at home in week 10. They have a week 11 bye week. So. Very interesting to see. Very interesting to see this. Or actually, they do not have a week 11 bye week. They're doing the same thing with the San Antonio district, the North Side district, where they have the two sides, and then if they were to win their zone, then they would go and play for the district title.
One thing I was curious about,
which could also be for it, but
you and I often find ourselves in these weeks leading up to the season, sort of gravitating towards teams that we think we'll end up rooting for a little bit against all odds. I think West Orange Stark, Jack Dallas, that group last year was a team that we sort of attached ourselves to. Mansfield Lake Ridge was another. Calallen, I'm kind of feeling it. And here's why.
Get out your pom-poms.
I'm getting my pom-poms out. And a couple of reasons why. This is a team I watched a lot in the past in that Region 4, and a team I'm used to seeing. I know the kind of crowds they bring out, how passionate they are for it. And something that Coach Danaher said to us when we were at THSCA, they feel like if they are successful, that's them representing not just Calallen, not just the Coastal Bend, but the entire southern region of the state.
Oh, yeah.
And I think there is something to that. So I would love to see that whole area rally behind a team from that area at this level, 5,
I think they would.
Absolutely.
I think they would.
And push it all the way to the title game.
If they started making a run and they were to play a semifinal at like the Alamo Dome or something, then it would be
chaos. It'd be great.